Fly, soaring, flying. Okay,
Have you had these like
failing a test.
no, like not failing a test?
A spider is gonna bite me, but I won't be Spider-Man. I'm gonna die.
It's a Monday morning with Lina and Mary. It's a Monday morning mukbang.
Good morning, everyone.
Welcome to our morning show
Monday morning mukbang.
with Mary
And Lina, a show where we talk about literally anything.
This week's episode, we're talking about dreams.
As you can tell from our pajamas and our background. Before we start, we just want to mention that our podcast is now available on 5 other platforms such as Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Breaker. I will put a list of every platform that you can listen to us here, as well as, of course, our YouTube. But yeah, we're really excited. Now you can download our podcast and maybe listen to it on the go, in the car, or wherever you are.
Yes.
So, Mary, do you dream a lot? Have you been dreaming a lot lately or in the past?
A lot lately because I've been getting more sleep. But I think like maybe grade 7 and younger was like my peak point in dreaming. But yeah, basically all that middle time is like no sleep. How about you?
I think I stopped. Well, obviously, like apparently you can have up to like 3 or 6 dreams per night, and dreaming happens during REM sleep, so like your deep sleeping period, like stage of your sleep. But I don't dream very often, or at least even when I do, I can't remember them. So I think around the same time as you, like I stopped dreaming often. Like
Yeah.
I just remember sleeping and then waking up. So
Yeah.
today we're gonna talk about some of our dreams and nightmares that we can remember. A lot of mine are like they're kind of funny, but like a little stupid. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because the ones I remember, I mean, they're from a long time ago, but I can remember more of my nightmares more than my dreams.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because they're probably more memorable. Yeah.
Wait, we forgot. Well, we forgot to introduce our food.
Oh yes.
Can we do that here?
You go first.
Food. Okay, so today I am eating oatmeal. You can't see. I do that every single week, and I'm eating apple cinnamon oatmeal. Yeah. What about you?
I ate a bit ago because I was walking with my family, then I was starving because it's so hot. I had like mackerel and eggs and quinoa and bitter melon, and I don't even like bitter melon and cauliflower. But yeah, we ate it outside. It was really nice. But now I'm just drinking. I put like like the loose green tea leaves. I have them. Someone gave them to me from David's Tea, and I put in the steeper overnight, like we did with our coffee. And it's so good. It tastes so sweet, and I didn't even put sugar. But yeah.
Nice. David's tea is so good.
Yeah.
Okay. To start us off, should we start with a dream or a nightmare? Good or bad
A
first?
dream, a dream.
A
A
dream?
good, yeah.
Okay. Um, I can literally only remember one dream, like one, just like random one, and it's basically in my like dream world, it kind of reminded me of like a futuristic, like, you know the show like the Jetsons? Do you remember that show? I don't even remember if I'm saying the name right, but kind of like a futuristic, I mean, it's not really futuristic, but what I can remember from it was there was like a huge like park, like a play place, but it wasn't like a basic park, you know? Like it was in like the sky. And so like imagine a McDonald's play place and like a national park on steroids together
Mhm.
in the sky. Does that make sense? Okay, well,
Yes, it's kind of sounding like a Canada's Wonderland or something, but on
yeah,
the sky.
yes, basically like Canada's Wonderland in the sky. And I was there with my family and friends. I can't remember anyone specific just because it's been so long, but we're there. And then we had like a fun time, you know, went through all the slides. We were like the ball pit, you know, just basically having a blast in this really cool like fictional world I made basically. But that's all I can remember really.
It sounds nice. It sounds very happy.
Yeah. It was a cool world. Yeah.
Did you like go there often, or like did you have that dream multiple times?
I think I had like similar dreams
Yeah.
because there was one that was like not really similar, but I had a nightmare where we were in a water park that's similar to like Great Wolf Lodge. Apparently, in my dreams, I like going to like amusement parks or like water parks or whatever. But like, picture like a Great Wolf Lodge, okay? So we're there, but it's like a really cool water park. Like, it's like, again, like a water park, a Great Wolf Lodge on steroids, you know? Like, it's huge, okay? And like, everything's really cool. And the reason why I say it's a nightmare because the ending isn't so great. So we're there with all family and friends having fun, and then I'm like in the lazy river, and then there was this gate, okay, and there like it was like a no like entry kind of gate thing, but there was a spider that I don't like spiders, so
There's a spider.
a lot of my nightmares have to do with spiders. There's a spider. It's like the tiniest spider, like this small. Okay, so I'm in the lazy river, and I'm like, I don't have a tube. I'm just like, you know, those kids that would walk around in the lazy river. So I was that kid. So then I like approach this gate out of curiosity, and then the spider bit me. Okay, so like I'm having a Spider-Man moment, but let me tell you, it's not good because this is a deadly spider
Oh
who
no.
you needed to find an antidote
Yeah.
in order to survive. First of all, I can't even swallow pills till this day. I'm 19. I can't swallow pills. But whatever, in my nightmare. So I get bit by a spider, and then like basically I don't know why, but the water park ended up shutting down, and then my family and friends and I had to find the antidote, which was in this water park. So it was like a scavenger hunt. So that's kind of cool and whatever. But I'm like dying, okay? Dying. So all I can remember, like the end of the it's not really a nightmare. It wasn't scary. But like I was about to die. But like um so I remember going through I'll insert a picture here, but like there's a ride at Griff Lodge or like a slide, and it's like the woolly mammoth or something. It's like the big orange one, like it's huge, like you could probably like walk through it. So like I was walking through there, and then I found the antidote. I mean, it has a happy ending, but like I found the antidote, and then I just don't remember anything after that.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was very eventful that the spider bit you, that you're almost dying.
Like I think I was scared. Like when I was younger, I was like, a spider is gonna bite me, but I won't be Spider-Man. I'm gonna die. You know?
Yeah. Wait, did you actually have a phobia of spiders?
I'm scared of them. I wouldn't say it's like deathly. Like,
Yeah.
if I see spider, I will be scared. Maybe if I'm feeling courageous, I will kill it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Would I hold a tarantula in my hand for fun? No.
What if it wasn't poisonous?
If it wasn't poisonous, I think my fear of spiders has definitely gone down since I was younger. Cause
Okay.
like they're harmless creatures. Like they're insects. I don't know if they're actually insects, but like, do they have their own species? Like whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't bio. Hello. Anyways, grade 11 bio. I can't remember you. Well, anyways, they're creatures too. You know, every
Yeah.
creature has their own part on Earth, so I feel bad killing them. If I can like move them in the uh into the backyard, I will. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm chill now. It's like yo, they're species too.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, I don't think I'm not like best friends with spiders, let's just say. What about you? Do you have one that's like prominent or like one you like really like or remember? One of your dreams?
Yeah. I have a few like recurring ones. Like, so there's this one where like it can still happen. Like sometimes I still have it now. But it's been happening. So it's like me and my family are driving to a farm, or like not necessarily like I don't ever see a farm because I've never like been. Well, I've never like been on a farm like regularly. Like I've seen a few, but yeah, it's basically like this huge like golden wheat field, and it's like so pretty, and I feel like it's just like so like sunset, like all of that, and then there's like these trees that are like pink and like really pretty, and like there's always like a dream of us going there, and then there's like this little like not even I don't even know what to call it. It's not a street, but it's like a little like stand, but it's like cement. And then sometimes we just like chill on it. And yeah, I just like remember like going there. But then there's multiple like renditions of this dream that are scary. So there's like a haunted house, or sometimes we're walking but it's like really dark. And sometimes other people are there. But yeah, like that's like a recurring dream that's usually good. Yeah. Do you have any recurring scary ones?
Pardon?
Do you have any reoccurring ones that are scary?
I don't think I have any scary ones. Do you?
Yeah. um, I haven't had this one in a long time, which I think is a good sign because this really reflected like I think this really reflected like what I was thinking at the time. So before, like when I was younger, my mom and my aunt would always talk about like the end of the world and like you have to be prepared. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, and I was so scared, and like obviously like I listened to everything that they said. Um and I was like, okay, like I'm like I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I was just like so guilty all the time. And then I have multiple dreams of me waking up and me not realizing I woke up, and like the sky is like red, and it looks like my room, like it looks like my bedroom. The sky is red, and then sometimes like figures would come out of the doors, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like this is actually the end. And then like there would be so many variations of it. But like the scariest thing was that I would wake up in my room. So it's like when I would like, and it would happen multiple times, like me just waking up. So
Waking
if
up
I
in your dream?
no, like the dream, like in my dream I'm waking up, but it's
In your dream, you're waking up.
so I'm
Okay.
not actually waking up, but my dream is making me think I woke up.
Oh, it's kind of like
Yeah,
Inception.
I haven't watched it and I need to watch it, but I think whatever, yeah, I think so. But like I would wake up in my dream and then it would still look like my room, but like
Mhm.
a little twisted. So every time that happened, it would be like sometimes it would be like helicopters, or like things that I couldn't like I guess identify in the room. And that would like really scare me because when I would actually wake up, I'd be like, okay, like, did I actually wake up? And then if I did actually wake up, like, is it the end? But yeah, that would happen a lot. Thank goodness that hasn't happened anymore, because those really terrified me. And I feel like I've gotten over, like, I guess that fear. Which is crazy because, like, now is like a crazier time. um but yeah, that's my reoccurring scary dream.
Do you think, like, do you know, like, the meaning of it? Do you think, like, because your aunt and your mom talked about it, you just kept having that nightmare?
I think so, but like they didn't talk about it like for years and years, because I had this dream, or like variations of it, for multiple years. I think it's just like me, like, I feel like it's just like anxiety and like me not realizing, or just like me not dealing with things, because at the time there were things that made me feel guilty, and I'm like, but I never dealt with it, like I never like spoke to anyone about it. But there was like a point where like I actually, like, I guess, started like talking about it, and like that helped me just cope. Like, I don't know why I never just like spoke about it, but yeah, people helped me through that, and I haven't had a dream about it since, so I'm really grateful. I don't want those dreams again.
That's good. That's good, like, that
Yeah.
you're not having them now.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe it was also like a fear of, maybe it was like a fear of dying too. Um, which I don't think I have now. But I mean, obviously it's scary. Yeah. I think I'm like accepting it more. The fact that, like, the fact of death. Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe just talking about it. But yeah. That's
Yeah.
all I have to say about that dream.
There are just some dreams that are, or nightmares that are interesting and should just be left in dreamland, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Those are one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a dream where I guess it was about the end of the world as well. But basically, again with the spiders,
So funny.
the world was getting taken over by spiders. Okay?
Mhm.
And so I was in my bedroom in the dream, and I guess I remember seeing the world, like, even though I was in my bed in the dream, I could see like the world kind of thing, like flashes of the world. And basically the whole world was turning black, like, because of the spiders. Like, all those billion tiny spiders were coming together and just eating the world. So like, all, like, where the spiders were taking over, it was just black. You know what
Oh
I'm
my
talking.
god.
And then, but wait, there's more. There's a giant spider. He was the president spider, okay? This huge spider, just imagine um Godzilla size. Like, he's stomping on buildings and they're crashing, okay? And he was wearing a top hat, and it just reminded me of that hat thing in Meet the Robinsons. Insert picture here.
Uh-huh.
It was, but like, spider version. But like, just
Yeah.
imagine like a huge spider with a top hat who is stomping and like literally crushing the world. Okay?
You watched Spirited Away?
Spirited Away. I watched it a long time ago.
Isn't there's a spider with a top hat?
Really? I need
But
to
he's
see this
not
right now.
scary. He's nice.
Spirited Away
Let's see.
spider. No, not this dude. This dude is chill.
But he has a hat,
But like,
right?
no.
He doesn't have a hat?
No.
Oh, okay.
This spider's too cute.
Okay.
Okay. Dude, I'm gonna insert a picture of the spider I see. Okay. So then my dream basically ends with me in my room, like I can't move. I guess in my dream I just like was sleeping like straight like a mummy kind of thing, and I just remember I couldn't move in my dream either, or like I was too scared. And then I remember my room just getting overcome, like engulfed, getting engulfed in the darkness, and the spiders just crawling up. Oh, that was scary. Crawling up, and then like just black darkness. So like
Wait, did
that
it
was,
seem like you were awake?
it seemed like I was awake because I was in my room, in my bed.
Isn't that sleep paralysis?
No, because I don't think it was sleep paralysis
Because you said you couldn't move. You thought you
in
were
my
awake.
dream. In my dream, I couldn't move.
Sleep paralysis, isn't it in your dream? Or no?
I don't know. Should we switch it up?
Yeah, put a definition up.
Sleep paralysis is a feeling of being unable to move either at the onset of sleep or upon awakening. The
Did you
individual's
wake up right
senses and awareness are intact, but they may feel as if there's pressure on them or as if they are choking. It may be accompanied by hallucinations and intense fear.
Yeah, you were hallucinating. Wait, did you wake up right after?
I don't remember. I just remember the dream ending.
It
Of the
just sounds like
nightmare.
because you were in your bed, you couldn't move, and then these, like, usually it's like people see like the scariest things like come up to them and like choke them or like put pressure on them. But for you, spiders, and they were coming on you and and stopping you, and like you couldn't move. They're just like eating you up.
Oh my gosh. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't think of it like that, but maybe. Wow.
So
Have
scary,
you
you know?
have you had a sleep paralysis before?
No, that well, that like I think that story is like not sleep paralysis. Um, I've definitely had scary things happen in my mind when I'm like going to bed, but I don't think I've ever had sleep paralysis, and
Mhm.
I hope I don't because it sounds so bad. But yeah,
Sounds scary.
any other dreams you have other than the generic ones?
Mm, this is so random. My dreams are very short, or at least in my brain. So I was Robin Hood in this. So I was like myself, but like I was wearing like a Robin Hood costume, I guess. And we're in like the Robin Hood setting. And I'm like fighting this guy with a sword. Like I'm a pro fencer, like choo choo choo, you know? And I who does Robin Hood fight? Like I don't even know, the bad guys. So I'm fighting this guy, and then I get cut in the knee. And then listen, I my knee in real life starts hurting. Like I woke up from my dream after getting slashed in the knee, and it hurt. Like I
Oh
don't
my God.
know what kind of like what kind of thing this is. I don't know if you had a similar experience of like something happened in a dream and then like in real life maybe either it happened or like you feel it. But yeah, that I thought that was kind of weird or interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
I have two different dreams that are similar. So one, when we were in grade 6, we had this like talent show in our class, and I was practicing the song Titanium like every day. My mom's like when I woke up one night, my mom was like, "Were you awake like in the night?" I'm like, "No," and then she said, "You were singing Titanium in your sleep."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, really practicing at night. But yeah. And then what other? Oh yeah. I had a dream that I don't even know if this was at the same time that I was in this teacher's class, but I had a dream that I was in this teacher's class. I had her for grade 2 and 4. And I was raising my hand and like she wasn't choosing me. Like that always happened to me. Like also in elementary. In high school I just like stopped caring. Like all elementary I always raised my hand, no one picked me. And I just kept like shaking my hand. Then I wake up and my hand is in the air. So my mom is just, but it was still like it was in the air as I woke up. And then my mom was just like looking over at me. I'm like, I don't. Like I didn't control it.
Speaking on that, I think apparently as a child I used to like sleep talk or like say random like little phrases.
Okay.
And so like if I was having a nightmare, I would like scream like little thing. Like it wasn't like deadly scream, but like I would say enough stuff to like wake my dad up, and then he'd like come to my room and be like, "Are you okay?" kind of thing. And then I'd be like, for some reason, if I'm like as a child, I used to do that a lot. So like when I was sleeping and like if I like felt like I knew when my dad came in kind of thing. Like my dad would like I don't know if someone would come and be like, "Lina, it's okay," but I'd still be sleeping. I would like realize that and like be okay. I don't know, but I was still dreaming or like sometimes,
Yeah.
kind of still sleeping. But yeah, apparently I used to like say a bunch of stuff like I guess similar to you like singing Titanium. I would like say like I'd be talking like having the conversations of like what I was dreaming. Or like I remember one nightmare where like the dream where like your family's being murdered in your house like thing. Have you
No.
had that one? No?
Um. Not like in my house, but I've had like either dreams of like us hiding in our house or like we're outside and we're like running away from something. But
Yeah, I had a dream where like I guess like a robber or someone was like trying to like kill my family, and like everyone like basically he killed my family and I was hiding in the closet, and like I woke up just like bawling. Like I could feel I think what like took me back to reality was the fact that I was crying, and so my face was wet, and then I woke up from that nightmare. Yeah.
Oh no.
Speaking of dreams like that happen like reoccur or like common dreams, I found a kind of like a list of things that like of reoccurring dreams and what they mean. So have you had any common dreams that like people say like falling or falling down, flying, losing your teeth? Have you had any of those?
Um, I think a lot of people have this one, but flying. So it's just like it could be any setting. And I think this happens also when I lucid dream, which you can touch on later. But if I want to fly in a dream, I just have to like pedal my legs like on a bike, and like depending on like the speed of how fast I pedal, that's how like high I'll go. So yeah, so that was like, and I would just like sometimes put my hands out, but I didn't need to, and then I would just like fly, and I could like see over top like everything.
Were you flying on the bike?
No, like I was just pedaling as if I was on a bike in the air.
So you're in the air and you're like
Yeah, no, but with my feet, like with my
but
legs, I'm like doing that, and that makes me fly in my dream, like for real.
oh
Yeah, Domix has like a similar video on this. Like he has a similar way that he flies in his dream, but I think like he has another added element that I don't have. That's weird that I don't relate to. But yeah, do you ever fly in your dreams?
I think I have, but I can't remember like a specific one where I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think I have like what you and Dominic have.
Yeah, I was like surprised. I'm like, oh, he has it too. But yeah, do you have the meaning behind flying?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now. Fly, soaring, flying. Okay. Dreams about flying are experienced by many. They can be exciting and even liberating, but they can sometimes be quite frightening. According to Tony Crisp, author of Dream Dictionary, dreams about flying often represent two very different sides. On one hand, such dreams can represent feelings of freedom and independence. On the other hand, they can also indicate a desire to flee or escape the realities of life.
Yeah, I think that's very true. I always want to be free. Or yeah, I was wanting to do my own thing. But yeah. Do you want me to bring up another one?
Sure.
Okay, I'll just go like in order-ish. You can explain any that you want. But falling. Have you ever had this dream?
Falling?
Yeah.
I've had the typical one where you're like in your bed and like your bed's like
Collapsing?
it's like you're in a tornado and you're falling on your bed, but you're in your
Oh,
bed.
I've never had that.
I think like this is like a typical like one you see in the movies. Like
Yeah.
you're falling in your bed. But do you want to read what it means?
Yeah. I just have like generic points, but it usually means a person is trying or should rethink a choice, or consider a new direction in their life.
I see.
Yeah. The next theme, I've never had this. Is called naked in public. Yeah, okay, no.
Never
So
had that.
the fear is usually okay. The thing associated with this dream is like they're scared of being revealed, like maybe they have a secret or like they try to like pose themselves as like a perfect person or something. So like that person who has a dream is like scared of that. I don't want to be seen as perfect. Oh, but like I have had this fear for a long time of like people like figuring me out or like figuring out the real me, and then so, I just thought it was interesting that I didn't have this dream. But yeah, you want to say the next?
The next one is dreams about being chased. And this is a pretty common dream. I don't know if you've had one similar to this, but I know that I definitely had something like this. And it says that it often suggests that you are trying to avoid something in your daily life, which is interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I had like a memorable one. Yeah. How about you? Any memorable ones you can?
No, I don't have any memorable ones either. Just like I can't really remember my dreams very well, but I definitely know I did have something like this. And then like similar to like the robber coming into my house, like hiding
Yeah.
and they're chasing you and trying to kill you. I mean, that's pretty much similar. So yeah.
I don't like those ones. The next one's called losing teeth. I'm embarrassed that I've had this one a lot, but okay. So the points about this is like worried about appearance, concerned about their ability to communicate with others, and concerned saying the wrong thing or like concerned saying something embarrassing. So yeah, I guess it's like overall appearance, like I guess looks and how you are perceived by others. And I definitely have that problem. I have a lot of anxiety about that, and I never knew that like losing teeth like was associated with that fear. Yeah, it was just like there was like, also like recently like I had a lot of cavities, and I guess I was like anxious about that too. But even that like I was so scared to like, or I was like annoyed when my family would talk about it and like scared like if people like thought it was like I don't know, like gross or something for having cavities. And
Bro, I
um
had tons of cavities growing up.
no, I
Like,
know, but like I'm not like growing up, you know, like I'm like I had it like last year.
bro,
Um
don't worry. Same
yeah,
feeling, yo.
I know, but like I don't know. I guess like I was just like, why am I don't know. But like I know why. Like yeah. And also like concerned about ability to communicate. Like I you see me like midway talking, like I can just struggle. Like I can just struggle like trying to like get a point across.
Mhm.
But yeah, so this dream has like happened to me a lot. How about you? No?
I've never had this dream, but the meaning behind it I can relate to for sure. Um, I think like for me it's just like I don't dream a lot. So like after that certain point, like I literally stopped dreaming for like the longest time. I just don't think maybe I wasn't getting like REM sleep, or like I definitely was getting REM sleep, but like I don't, maybe I just don't remember my dreams. But like the thing is when I dream I'm like aware of it. But like speaking on that, like I mean it's a very common dream apparently. So
Yeah.
I guess that means a lot of people are having similar thoughts and stuff. But
Yeah.
um I think you know what, it's okay. It's okay to have like the thoughts and um I mean they say your dreams are like your subconscious, right?
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that, and it's okay. It's okay to I have a concern that I might have something embarrassing, like say in something embarrassing a lot. Like I've just had so many moments in my life where I've done something embarrassing or said something embarrassing, and they just stick in my mind all the time. Like I just remember like those moments that I don't want to remember. So
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
that's, I can relate to that a lot, but I have never dreamt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I always try to think of like those moments like where there were a lot of people there and I'm like, okay, but like I'm the only one who's probably thinking about this like at this moment. Okay, so the next one is
I won't
dying.
name it.
Okay. Is dying, anxiety, anxiety of change in your life, anxiety of or I guess fear of the unknown. I don't know if this means like you die in the dream or someone dies in the dream.
Or both.
Or both.
It
I'm
says sometimes dream of a death of a loved one or dream of dying themselves.
yeah.
So
Have you
both.
had any well, you said you had the person kill your family.
Yeah. Hmm.
Was something changing at that time? Were you going through a stage?
Maybe I, like I said, I can't really remember my that like time of my life. By the way, I have really bad memory. Like long-term memory is absolute trash. Like I cannot remember my childhood like memories. Which I mean a lot of people can't, but like even a few, like maybe a year ago, like if something happened, like it has to be really big for me to remember, or like if I like maybe see a picture or something, I can totally remember it. It's just that I don't know, I think there's so much going on all the time that like my brain, the freshest things in my brain will be the freshest things in my mind kind of thing. So I don't have a really good memory, but I definitely have anxiety about change and the unknown because I'm someone who I find comfort in like the things I know. And like it's not that I don't like, I love trying new things though. I love trying new things. I love meeting new people, but I think it's still scary for me, you know? Like I love making new friends and stuff, but like when I first meet someone, like I am probably terrified. Like just even striking up a conversation for me is like, oh gosh, how do I talk, you know? So yeah, I mean, I know like switching schools was a really big thing for me. Like after the 5th grade, going into the 6th grade, I was switching schools and it wasn't the school that all my friends were going to because I was switching from a public school to a Catholic school, school board. So that was, I literally didn't want to go at all. I was like, oh no, my friends, and like it's just gonna be so different, and I was terrified of that. That could have been it. Or I know like just big change in my life is something I'm afraid of for sure. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you still. I mean, like, because if you didn't change schools, then I wouldn't have met you. But yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Or maybe we would have another way. But yeah, I'm glad that happened, even though it was hard.
Yeah. I always think about like what if, I mean, I don't like to think about the what ifs, but I do think like I kind of imagine like if certain things didn't happen, like that had a huge impact on my life. I always think that's so interesting how life works and how things kind of fall into place.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ended up being really great kind of thing. Yeah. Have you had dreams about dying?
Um, it wasn't about like me or anyone I know, but it was a kid,
Mm.
and that's it. Like, I don't even know why it happened. And it was in my aunt's house. It was in my aunt's house in her living room. Like, cause I would have a lot of dreams in their house because I used to live there, and I also associate their house with a lot of scary things. Maybe it's because no, but like, like I would like have like not ghost dreams, but like just like eerie feeling like in my dream. But their house was the setting. But yeah, that's all. Um, yeah, that's it. That's literally it.
Mhm.
I don't know what was happening at the time. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, but I remember it. It was really memorable because it's just weird and like not normal. And I didn't know who it was. But usually like you have dreams of like people you know. So
Yeah. I mean sometimes yeah. I don't
yeah.
know. That's interesting.
Yeah. So the next topic, fear of failure. Oh yeah. So like I guess like you're taking a test. So you probably have like anxiety of failing that test if you have a dream about it. Have you had these like
Failing a test?
no like not failing a test. Like having a dream. I failed a test.
That's what I was asking.
No, I mean, did you have a dream about you taking a test?
I have not. I think when I was younger, um, I feel like life wasn't as hard back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
So like I think I dreamed a lot. I dreamt about like a lot of fantasy stuff. Like my imagination like was so creative at the time that like a lot of the things I dreamt about were things like I guess I maybe like desires or kind of like things like I guess like I think a lot of my dreams previously were like the what is the perfect world or like
Yeah.
kind of like the fun world kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think back then I didn't really think about taking tests.
Hmm.
Yeah. Did you have one of these?
No, like in elementary or like at least like in my first elementary school, like I was like a pretty good student, but I didn't like try that much. I feel it's just like when we're younger, things like come to us easier.
Mm-hmm.
But like I didn't excel either. Like I didn't get straight A's, but I knew I was just like fine. I literally feel like I was never a perfectionist. But yeah. But yeah, no.
The next one is about infidelity. I've never had one of these. Do you know the meaning of this one in summarize?
It's like that person has like issues like with trusting maybe their partner, loyalty and communication. Yeah, I feel like it's like hard to have this dream if I've never been in like a serious relationship.
Yeah.
So, and it's like if you're not like with that person all the time, it's like, or it's like I feel it's like the movie scene is like you're lying in bed and then you wake up and then you see like a text on their phone or something, because like what else is how else would like the dream portray that? I don't know.
Yeah.
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 So the next one's fine, but we already talked about that. And the last one is pregnancy. So people who have dreams about this have fears of being an inadequate mom, which is really specific. I wonder if like guys have that, because that's interesting. That'll be interesting. But yeah, I've never had this dream. Have you?
No.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
yet.
think you have that.
It's a bit early, I guess, but no, that's interesting. I think when you were saying about like you wonder if guys had dreams about this, maybe like they had dreams of like their significant other, like their wife becoming pregnant maybe, and like the idea of parenthood maybe.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we just went over 9 common dreams and what they're supposed to mean. Do you want to talk about lucid dreaming now?
Yeah.
Okay, so lucid dreaming is described as a dream during which the dreamer is aware that they are dreaming. During a lucid dream, the dreamer may gain some amount of control over the dream characters, narrative, and environment. However, this is not actually necessary for a dream to be described as lucid. Interesting. So basically, to sum it up, a lucid dream is where you can control what's happening, the people there. You basically are aware of your surroundings and you can control it. Have you ever lucid dreamed before?
I have, but like nothing like memorable to detail. I feel, and like I said before, like some of the flying ones, I was like, this isn't real. But and then sometimes it was scary and I could wake myself up. You have any examples
of lucid dreams? I feel like I maybe could have done it before, but I don't remember anything. This is like a trend that's been going around on like TikTok and social media, when like people before they sleep, they think about whatever fantasies they want, they like dream about whatever. Do you do that?
Yeah, like I just like or like you just like think about something or yeah.
I guess.
No, yeah. I can't help it.
Yeah. I
Do
think
you?
a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I do. Lately I've been trying to listen to podcasts, like when school was still happening. Listening to podcasts kind of helped me because like sometimes like I can get overwhelmed by my thoughts. Like maybe it was a stressful day or something, or I'm thinking about the next day. So by kind of putting myself into a different state of mind by like listening to something else has been helpful for me. But lately my thoughts have been very cluttered, I guess. So that's been happening a lot. Have you like thought about something and then dreamt about it?
Oh no. Sometimes like if I like stalk someone on the internet, or like if I met someone that like I haven't seen in a long time, like they could be in my dream. But yeah, I also have been struggling like falling asleep. And what usually helps me is journaling, like, or just like any way to like get energy out and like some sort of thought out, even if it's not like coherent. It's just like just random thoughts. Yeah, I'm just suggesting it to anyone who can't sleep right now. And it's perfectly fine if you don't have a normal sleep schedule right now. I don't think most of the world does. Yeah, and also relating back to lucid dreaming, there was a time before where I was like really interested in it and I really wanted to like start lucid dreaming, but then I started like researching about it and they were saying stuff like, oh my gosh, sorry, like you could start journaling. If you start journaling your dreams, like I don't know if this is like the science, but like I feel it's like you have a tendency to like have reoccurring ones, or like since you have them logged down, like you can remember like, oh, like this dream has happened before, and then you can start to gain consciousness within the dream. And they also like had like different ways of helping you like when you're in the dream to, so like you have to do like certain things in real life for this to happen in your dream. So it's like whenever you see a clock, like always look back at it to see if it changes, so that when you're in your dream and you look at a clock and you look away and look back, the time will change if you're in a dream. Like it'll change like dramatically. But if you're in real life and you just do it normally, like, and you keep looking back, like it's gonna stay the same, obviously, because that's how it works in real life. And there would be other things like looking at your hand. So like if you do it often, like in real life, like you look at your hand and like you see 5 fingers. But if you're in a dream, it could be like squiggly, or it could be 4 fingers, or it could be like 3 or like 7. So yeah, like I was looking those up, and then I was like, okay, like maybe I'll start like writing down my dreams. But then they were saying like if you start to write down your dreams and if you start to lucid dream more, you might have a tendency to have more sleep paralysis. I'm like, no, like I'm fine without
Not
lucid
for me.
Yeah, so like I never like, that's why like I don't like contemplate my dreams a lot, or like yeah, I try to find like meaning behind them. But like I'll just talk about them, like I guess, I don't know, to deal with it. But yeah.
That's
I
interesting.
actually had a dream last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to share?
Yeah. It was because it was interesting. So it was, I think there's a meaning, but like I'll explain it. So like it was me, you, and Sam. Sam was driving, and we were like driving to the airport because we were gonna go to South Korea. Like we were
Whoa.
gonna go on a vacation there, and like yeah, and but like me, like I think you guys were like all set, but it was literally like a few minutes before. Like I don't know why it was a few minutes before, but like that's when the dream started. And then I was like, I don't remember getting my passport. Well, I just started the dream. I'm like, I don't have my passport, like I don't have like my ID or my clothes. Like those are the 3 things. So like I went back to my house, but I don't know if I told them. I think I did tell my parents. And then like I was like trying to like kiss them or like be like, okay, bye. So then yeah, and then I quickly got my clothes. I'm like, like I left all my clothes in Waterloo. I don't know why my clothes were in Waterloo. And then there was like barely any clothes, so I got like the bare minimum. I found my passport and ID, and then I get in the car, and then like we're driving to the airport, and then it doesn't like show any of the in between, but then it shows us like sitting like in an airplane, but like it's like very spacious. Like I've had another dream like this, but like I can't remember it. But yeah, like we're in a plane and we're just like, it's a very like spacious plane.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm on the way. So why I think this has a meaning is because so Playlist Global like has like series, yeah. And like one of them is like about this girl. I really relate to this one. Like,
wait, what's it called?
It's probably like In Seoul or something.
I don't remember if I watched that. I don't think I watched that one.
She has bangs and short hair, and so does her mom. So basically, like, the beginning of the show starts where she's in like grade 12, like trying to apply to college, and then she finally gets into her dream school, and a guy that she likes also ends up getting into the same dream school, and her best friend like ends up coming with them. But yeah, like yeah, she goes to Seoul, like she goes there by plane, whatever. But yeah, I
She's not
feel
from Seoul? Oh,
no,
she's from
she's
like a small town?
yeah.
Okay.
So I feel it's like since I was watching that show, it's like okay, maybe like it just like reminding me of like how I want to go to Korea, and then I think like it was me, you, and Sam. I was like wondering like why isn't Ben here? Like when I woke up, but like I think it's because like we all went to Waterloo, and then maybe just like represents like I guess us three like represents like going to like another city and like going through this change together.
Mm-hmm.
And like flying represents like freedom slash independence. So it's like, yeah, I think I don't know. I think it's related. That's all I
That's
have.
cool. No,
Yeah.
yeah. And your interpretation's pretty cool too. I think that's interesting.
That was so funny that I had it today because I'm like, oh my gosh, we're literally talking about dreams today.
I didn't dream last night. Sorry, y'all. Haven't dreamt in a long time, as I said before, but that's really funny.
I'm glad I had it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Korea.
Let's go. When we're not poor, we're going.
Yeah, I'm on
There's a
quarantine.
raccoon cafe there.
We have to go.
We have to go. You know how many cool cafes there are there, Mary? We have to. We just have to go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, food there is like amazing. Like just imagine. Oh, this is so off topic, but like a lot of like Asian countries. I mean, I think no, this is like countries all over the world have like street food, like night markets and stuff. Like all over the world. I feel like just in Canada, just like there's not as much because like everything's just different, like the culture, and like because
There's
usually
food
there's like,
trucks.
pardon?
Food trucks.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
basically a bunch of food trucks in one area, but like that would be so cool, like nightlife with like just like eating.
Like even if like well I feel like in Philippines like during like Christmas or like festivals like streets are so lively but also it's like lively like all the time and like street food is so good um
Yeah.
yeah or like bakeries fresh bread
These fresh bread hits, you know?
yeah I miss Philippines. Okay,
I want
this
to
is a good
visit there one day.
yeah let's go. We'll go to a beach. So pretty.
Yay. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Bye. See you next week.